Okay, it's open.
So differentiate map and for each with an example.
How to differentiate for each and map? Basically, for each does not return anything, whereas map returns a new array with returned element. And whereas for each mutates the original array, but map does not. And the example I can take is, let's say there is a num array, is 1, 2, 3. These are the elements in it. And I want to double each element of this array. So let's do it using map first. So for that, I'm gonna say result is equal to num array dot map, then element. I use the arrow function here into 2. Okay, and now let's print this result of map. So if I go to console, okay, so here you can see it is 2, 4, 6. It has doubled it. Okay, if I try the same thing with, uh, let's say result 2 with for each, num array dot for each, and for each takes a value, index, and an array. Okay, so let me write value, index, and array here, and it's inside for each. So let's write it like this, and an arrow function again, and then I can write this array at index I is equal to whatever value is there into 2. Okay, so here also I'm doubling the values, and if I console log it right now, resource, not resource, result 2, then I cannot differentiate them. So let me write this in the string here so that we can differentiate. We can clearly see that what's going on. And here I'm going to write res2 and res2. Okay. So now you can see in res, which is coming from the map method, the value has been doubled, whereas res2 is undefined, which means this for each does not return anything. It returns undefined. Okay. Also, if I print the num array here, console.log the num array, then you see it is 2, 4, 6. Num array is 2, but it should not be 2, 4, 6 because map does not mutate the original array. Okay, because for each also, okay, for each has also run, which has muted these. So let me comment this for each for the time being. Okay, now you see the result is 2, 4, 6, 8. The value has been doubled by the map method, and the num array, which is your original array, is still 1, 2, 3. Okay, now if I comment map and uncomment for each, okay, and print num array here as well. Now see, result is undefined because for each is not written anything, whereas num array has become 2, 4, 6. Previously it was 1, 2, 3, but now it is 2, 4, 6 because for each mutates the original array.
Okay. So what is this keyword? Can you write an example of it?
This keyword is refers to an object which is executing the current piece of the code. To write an example, let me delete everything here. And to write an example for this keyword, I'm going to take an object. Let's call it a person object. And let's say name is Rahul. And then is 27. I can write a method, let's say print name and age, or rather I'll go with print info. Okay, it would be a function. And now inside this function, this keyword will refer to this object. So for example, I can write console.log this dot. Okay, let me write a string template here. My name is this dot name and is dollar this dot age. And now when I call this method print info, it should print this dot name as Rahul and age is 27. So in the console, you can see it is my name is Rahul and age is 27.
Okay, next question is create a age input box and display error message if entered age is less than 18.
Okay, for React, okay, let me open a new code sandbox for that. It's a bit slow today. Mhm. Okay, so to create a new input box, what I'm going to do is, okay, so for this example, I'm just using this app component only. I could create multiple reusable components and all that. But for this, I'm just going to create the entire logic here only. So let's say we have input tag here. And so we want to have two state, one to store the value entered by the user and the other one to store the error. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is import React, then use state from React, and here I'm going to write text, set text, use state, initial value would be empty string, and I also want to store the error message. So the error would be always same, so don't need to store it in a state. I can just hard code that, maybe outside of the function, somewhere here, the error message is must be greater than 18. Okay, full stop should go inside actually. Here's a semicolon is required. And then what I can do is um, okay, I need one more state actually to check whether there is an error or not. Is error and set error, use state, and initial value will be false. And below the input, I can write is error, then display error message, otherwise null. Okay, that is for the error part. Now, when the user actually types the value here, so first of all, we need the value, which would be text. And whenever user enters anything, this on change event will be triggered. And I can create a new method called handle text input. And let's create this method now. Const handle text input. Here it will get an event. And what I can do is, okay, first of all, let me quickly check what I'm getting in the event dot target dot value in the console. If I type something here, on change listener to be a function. Okay, actually it should be a single brackets. Now if I type something here, I can see the value here, but it is not persisting it. For that, I can write set text e dot target dot value. Now it should persist the data. So if I type 3, 4 here, okay, it is persisting that. Great. And now I can check if e dot target dot value is less than 18. I'm gonna say set error is true. Okay. So it will set the error to true if the age is less than 18 and it will display the error. So if I make it 3, it says it age must be greater than 18. And if I make it greater than 18, okay, actually it should go away. For that, what I'm going to do is basically I need to reset it. So whenever the user enters any value, I can reset it, set error to false. With that, it should be fixed. So now if I type 1, 2, 3. Okay, let me type 23. There it is gone. If it is 2, there it is there. If I type 5,